Alright, there are 4 main methods of characterization. Guys, I know this is long, pay attention. Come on, I need eyes. Okay? A character's qualities are revealed through 4 main methods. Okay? You have their appearance, how they look. Okay? When the author gives you a description, or the narrator gives you a description, you make assumptions based on what they tell you. Does that make sense? Okay? An attribute can be revealed by how a character looks. So a direct characterization example is Megan was 6 feet tall, making her the tallest girl in her class. Is Megan a tall person? How do you know Megan is tall? How do you know Megan is tall? Tell me, Natalie. It directly tells you that she was tall, right? Make sense, guys? It directly states Megan was 6 feet tall. It directly states she's the tallest girl in her class. You don't have to figure anything out about that. Does that make sense, Adam? Okay? Alright. Indirect characterization example. Okay? So this is something the author wants you to use to infer about the character. You need to figure something out about the character based on this statement. His clothes were baggy and did not fit properly. Think about it for a second. If you were reading that in a story and a character comes walking by and the author tells you his clothes were baggy and did not fit properly, what should you assume about that character? Or what would you naturally assume about that character? I mean, there's a whole host of things we don't know, right? But what is something that you might think about the character? Nathaniel? I'm sorry?
Clothes do not fit.
Okay, it does tell you directly that his clothes don't fit. But what are you supposed to assume about the character because his clothes don't fit? Make sense? Do you see the difference? It wants you to take a step farther, okay? Yes, his clothes don't fit. But why don't his clothes fit? And what does that tell you about him? Make sense? Oh, okay. Tony.
He's skinny.
It could be that he's skinny, and maybe it's hard to find clothes because he's so skinny. Go ahead.
It's possible that maybe he likes to wear that kind of clothing, and he might not like.
Maybe he feels comfortable in baggy clothes. That is a style, right? Go ahead.
Like maybe he got.
Stop talking, please.
Maybe he got skinny like really recently. Or
Yeah, maybe he lost a lot of weight really quickly.
Or maybe
Good, Kate.
they're hand-me-downs from a big brother.
Good. Maybe he's wearing hand-me-down clothes from a big brother. If he's wearing hand-me-down clothes from a big brother, what else can you infer about him? It doesn't say it. What else can you infer? He has a brother. Okay. What else, Natalie? I'm sorry, Miranda. His family might be financially challenged. Go ahead. His brother's bigger than he is. Excellent job. All right, ladies and gentlemen? Beyond appearance, there's other things that help you, Jason. There are other things that help you figure out about the character. Thoughts and emotions, right? Thoughts and emotions help tell you about the character. An attribute can be revealed by what a character thinks or feels, right? If I'm angry about something, if I'm reading a story and the character is angry about something, that should trigger a little flag in your head saying, hey, something upset them, I wonder why. Make sense? Okay? Alright. So, read this direct characterization example and read it really, really loud for me, Aaron, so the film can pick it up for you.
Direct characterization. Dylan was excited to find out Mark was in her class. He thought that he was the cutest boy in the whole school.
Okay, so what did you learn about Julie right there?
She liked Mark.
She liked Mark, and she was excited that he was in her class, right? Does that leave a lot to interpretation? Do you have to figure anything out about that statement? No, it tells you. It tells you right there, right? Okay. Indirect characterization example. What do you have to do with this one? What do you have to do with this? Bryson.
You have to go a step further.
You do. You have to go a step further. Andrew, read it, please.
Okay.
Loudly.
Quickly scanning for her name on the team roster, Nicole's stomach began to curl and tears welled up in her eyes. Until she was crying uncontrollably.
What can you infer from this statement? What can you figure out based on this sentence? Do you think it ended well for her? No. No. Sophie, what do you think? Good. She tried out for a team that she really wanted to get on and she didn't make it. Sophie's exactly right, okay? Indirectly, it tells you that it didn't end well for her, and you need to use your context clues to figure out what happened. Yes? Okay. Alright, can you scroll up for actions at the top, please? Okay. Actions and reactions, okay? An attribute can be revealed by what the character does, how he or she acts, and how others react to the character. Okay, let's pretend, look at me, you're not writing right now, look at me. Let's pretend you have a character that stalks down the street, stomping up and down and kicks a puppy. Horrible, horrible, right? What did you just find out about the character? The author didn't put that in there to just tickle your funny bone. Why did the author put that in there? What did they want you to know? Connor.
He does not like puppies.
Okay, perhaps this person doesn't like puppies. What else should you infer about this? What would you know about them as a person? Nick.
He probably has no friends and doesn't like anything.
Well, I wouldn't go that he doesn't have no friends and he doesn't like anything. What kind of a person is he? Let me ask a more specific question. What type of person stalks down a street and because they're upset kicks a puppy? Come on, really? Andrew.
He might be kind of mad.
He is definitely angry. He is definitely angry. Would you say that he is a good person?
No.
No. Okay? No. I'm going to just say flat out, good people don't kick animals. Okay? Make sense? Alright, hang on just a second. Direct characterization example. So is this leaving something to infer? Direct characterization. Do you have to figure this out? No, it's just going to tell you, right? Okay. Read that for me, please, in a big voice. Maddie.
Stefan was a great hockey player, and as he scored his 100th goal of the season, the fans roared with excitement.
Okay, so what did you learn about Stefan right there? Pretty simple, guys. It's right there. What did you learn about him? What did you learn about him, Alyssa? Good, he's a great hockey player, okay? Indirect characterization. What do you have to do here? What do you have to do here? Nathaniel. Indirect, you need to infer. Excellent. Read the example for me, sir. Really, really loud.
Gabby gazed out the window as Stefan continued to walk.
Gabby gazed out the window as Stefan continued to talk. Okay, what can you infer about Gabby? What can you infer about Gabby? Miranda. She's definitely bored with what he's saying. Do you think Gabby likes Stefan? Did you start a crush on him? Is she staring out the window and not paying attention to what he's saying? If you like someone, then everything they say is brilliant. It just happens. Huh?
Isn't she gazing at him?
Gabby gazed out the window as Stefan continued to talk. So, Mark Elliott.
Oh, he's in the car.
Look, we're talking, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought, okay. Gotcha.
Okay, go ahead.
I honestly thought that he was outside the window. I'm sorry. But,
Okay. All right.
Does it just mean that he was, like, saying something?
He's talking and she's not paying attention, so you have to infer that she's not interested in what he's saying and she probably doesn't really care, right? Okay. Dialogue at the top, please. What is dialogue? That was on your list of vocab words you should know. What is dialogue? Aaron. Words between the characters, okay? An attribute can be revealed by what the character says or by what others say about him or her. Make sense? Make sense? So you're walking down the hallway, and you overhear two 8th graders saying, "Gosh, Miss Price's class was the best class I ever had last year. I really wish I was still in Miss Price's class because she's the best teacher in the world. And when I graduate college, I'm just gonna come sit in the floor in her class and absorb her knowledge." Okay. What? Steve, I saw that. What can you infer through this overheard dialogue? Indirect characterization. What does that tell you? Fine.
That Miss Price's class was a lot of fun, and that
Thank you.
it was fun to be in.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So let's read about these examples. Direct characterization. What does direct characterization mean? Nick, you know that.
It states directly of the character.
Good. All right. So direct. It says it directly. I love him, Diana. What do you think about that? What is that telling you? Do you have to figure anything out? No. What's it tell you? Olivia.
She's probably talking to her best friend Diana about a really, really, really big crush she has.
Okay, she's definitely in love with somebody, right? Okay. All right. Indirect characterization. What do you have to do for indirect characterization, Caleb? Indirect characterization, you need to. Justin. Indirect characterization, you need to. It almost sounds like the same thing. Thank you. Okay. Indirect characterization, you need to infer something, all right? So, my heart fluttered and hopped in my chest as I saw him walk by. What can you infer from that sentence? What?
I did talking.
What can you infer from that sentence? Connor.
Okay, you can infer that the person likes the guy.
Dude, totally, okay? Heart fluttering, hopping in my chest as someone walked by, right? That means you like him. Make sense, guys? Okay, we're going to stop now. You can copy your notes. Again, if you don't get through them, or if we have to scroll before you're finished, they are on the Learn website, Quarter 1, Week 6. Make sense? Okay, go.